Hi there, my name is Ms. Hardi, and it is my honor and privilege to be your student science teacher this year. Before I introduce myself and the class further, I just want to take a moment and express some gratitude to you. Thank you. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch these videos and learn more about myself and all the other teachers that your student has this year. We really appreciate it and hope that you get a glimpse of what it is like to be a student in our classes. This video is all about gratitude. I thought, how often do I get the chance to sincerely and personally thank all of the parents of my students than now? Not very often. So I wanted to also thank you so much for all the support that you've given to your student this past year during this distance learning experience. I know it hasn't been easy when you're working from home and your students are at home and the rest of your family's at home or whatever your situation is, but I really do appreciate all the effort that you've put in to be the best parent, teacher, coach, mentor, counselor, and friend to your child this year. I hope that you and your families are staying safe and doing well during this time. I truly believe that parents are partners, and I'm so excited to partner with you this school year to give your student the best experience possible, even though the school year looks a little different. That being said, here's a little bit about me. This year I'm teaching AP Biology and Physics, but I have taught biology in the past as well. This is my 4th year at Beckman, but I am a product of TUSD, so definitely not my 4th year at Beckman High School in all capacities. I graduated from Myford Elementary, and then I went to Pioneer Middle School, and I also graduated from Beckman. And so here's some pictures of me through the years, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and my graduation, which will come sooner than you know. After graduating from Beckman, I studied psychobiology at UCLA, and then I got my master's in teaching at UCI. Beckman was such an amazing school to me that I just had to come back and teach here. So I really am living my dream. So I had to say another thank you guys so much for trusting me and giving me the opportunity to be the teacher of your student this year. I know, again, it's not easy to just relinquish your child to school, and they have so many different teachers and friends, but thank you so much for this opportunity. Here's a little bit more about my teaching philosophy and what I believe as a teacher. The first thing is that I believe that all students can learn, although not in the same ways, because we all have different types of learning styles, and that there's always more to the story. And so if I see a student not feeling so well or isn't as engaged as usual, I feel like there must be something happening outside the classroom, and it's my role to connect with them and see what's going on. And so you may or may not be aware, but I did conduct 5-minute meetings with every single one of my students. I still have a few I have to finish up, just to get to know them better and to see what they're interested in, what they're involved in, so I can best serve them and care for them during the school year. Furthermore, though all students can learn, sometimes they have to fail along the way. So in this class, we actually have 2 key phrases that we always come back to, and I apologize in advance if they start using it at home, but it is, "This is fine," and "I can do it." I really do believe that mistakes and failure sometimes can be really important parts of the learning process, and I don't want them to be afraid of those parts of the process. I want them to embrace them and not be ashamed of them. And so that's why we use these phrases as like a silly way to get them to know that they can pick themselves back up even if they don't do as well as they'd hoped. The second thing I believe is that school is a place for students to not only develop as scholars, but also as individuals. So I really love this quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., where he said that intelligence plus character is a goal of true education. I want your students to leave my classroom not only as better students, but also as better people and citizens of the world. The third thing is that I understand that students have lives outside the classroom, and I want to be able to celebrate those extracurricular activities. I want your students to be able to participate in the sports and the clubs and the arts and the music and whatever programs they're interested in, as well as spend really valuable time with you, because I know how important balance is to their mental and emotional health. And finally, I promise I'll always do what's best for students, because ultimately this learning experience is for them. In terms of my class, my course information can be found on my Schoology page under course materials. Thank you so much for taking the time to review the syllabus with your student at the beginning of the school year. However, please know that if you have any questions at all during the year, I'd be more than happy to communicate with you. In fact, some of you have already emailed me, which is so great. But you can always contact me at my email, chardi@teston.k12.ca.us. I hope that your family continues to stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you again so much for your time, and I look forward to working with you this school year.